How many solid fuel devices would need to be replaced or modified in the non-attainment area for us to meet attainment? And they go on to say they thought it would take something in the order of $40 million. And could you mention what would be needed?
That is a really good question, and I wish I had the answer to it. The part of the problem with, trying to define, how many devices need to be changed out or lowered is that we don't really have a good idea of how many devices are out there. And we don't know if there's pockets of devices that are, really concentrated in a single area. And so without knowing that starting point, we can't really speculate as to where we need to go to reach the end. Based on survey data, we estimate that there's somewhere around 13,000 solid fuel burning appliances out there. And, some of the older, dirtier devices need to be replaced. We do feel that wood burning can still continue and we can still reach attainment. But other than kind of giving those fuzzy parameters, I can't get any closer to a number out there. With regards to the $40 million, that was a number that was tossed around at the stakeholder group, and I still think that's a pretty valid estimate of the type of funding that we would need to complete the achievements of the wood stove changeout program and to get everything out there changed that we needed. And I don't know if the other panelists have anything else to add to that.
So here's where I think the way in which we do estimates, although scientific, can be underestimates. There might be more devices in the borough than 13,000. So it is also difficult to predict. Okay, on a given day, you switch out 1,000 devices in this neighborhood. How is it going to affect air quality in this neighborhood? So it all depends on how air flows, and in this area of the country, it's very complex to predict that. And so here's where I think, even if you're not part of a formal program or something like that, the extent to which, if you have burning practices that are outdoors or have solid wood devices, solid fuel devices, employing cleaner practices makes a difference. Every small effort makes a difference. So you need not be part of a formal program that is funded by EPA or the borough or the state. So I think it's a difficult number to get a handle on, to say off the 13,000, or let's say there's Fairbanks and North Pole have over 100,000 people. Let's say 50,000 solid fuel devices. Of those, what fraction of them, when you either burn clean or switch out, ends up attaining the standard? I don't know, but we do know the proof of that. If some of you participate, see what happens. And so this is very encouraging. So it may not be all 50,000 devices, but I don't know where, is it the 37,000 device that makes the magic number? I don't know. But this is why I say everybody's participation, even if not a complete, going into a liquid fuel environment where you have economics that you had to factor into it, a small change in your practice makes a difference.